big government is where, I think we have half our problems today. The long and short of it is, I believe the federal government's gotten too big. I think the federal government has its hands in our everyday lives in places they shouldn't be. The power of this government should be in the states. Education should not be on the federal level. It should be in the states. If you send me to Congress, how in the world am I supposed to know what's good for some student in North Dakota? I don't. I have no idea. But you'll be asking me to appropriate money for schools in North Dakota when I don't know. That money should be going, should stay in the states. It should never go to the federal government in the first place, because they send us $1, we're only sending them back a fraction of that. I would love to go up there and spend my time getting rid of federal powers. And another big one for you guys that you bring up is the Federal Reserve. That most people think it is part of the government. It's not. They've got way too much power over us. It's a handful of private companies and private people running our lives, and it shouldn't be that way. Getting the United States back on the gold standard would be great. As I said to somebody earlier, I don't mean this in a negative way, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'd love to see it, but if we put the money back on the gold standard, you'll probably see China knocking on our door saying, "We want your gold," because we're going to take it while you got it before you go back off the system. But yeah, absolutely, our money has to be tied to something, and the federal government, if there needs to be a power, they need to go in there and audit the Federal Reserve, like you say. Let's find out where our money is going. But like I say, it's a principle of mine that I believe the federal government's too big. Without harping on it, too much. When in doubt, if there's an issue out there, if it's between the federal government and the state government, give it to the state government. I don't think that we need to be dealing with anything that can be handled on the state or the local level.